Good day, fellow investors. I haven't done a portfolio update for our YouTube channel since this summer, when the broker I was using the demo account canceled my account after a year. Now I'm less pissed, so I went back to the video from July 2023 where we updated the last time the portfolio. I took the data, decided what to do with the positions, what to bring forward, and we will continue with our portfolio following and coverage educational on YouTube. So the portfolio idea was launched with 1 million 5 July 2022 with the idea of following 30 stocks. That's a little bit too much, but the strategy is for an educational purpose going forward. And I can't promise 30 stocks, because if I do 30 stocks, then I get 90 comments. Sven, the stock moved 2% a day, and that's something that's too much for me. So I'll try to do what I can do, a few here and there, give you value like I did with the portfolio with KWEB, with Amazon, what was it, Facebook, or I don't know what we did, but we are in positive territory and we'll try to keep it that way. And we'll try to find interesting, maybe not great value investments, because the absolutely great, I keep that for my research platform that you can always check in the link in the description below, but good, interesting risk and rewards ideas, like it was the case with Amazon when it was too cheap to overlook, and it was a great risk and reward position. So we're trying to do more of that, always based with things that flirt with value investing, and I hope you get value and I get value too from that. So let's go to the portfolio situation from last summer and how it is reflected now. So we had a lot of cash, 917,000 in cash, I think. And we had a few positions, Rubis, the largest one, 130,000. We had a large position in the VanEck Gold ETF miners, then a small position in Intel, and even a smaller like lighthouse position in Berkshire. And I did just recently closed Amazon with a profit of 45,000. You are very welcome. Now, what is left is Rubis, that is down since I purchased it around 20%. There was a fat dividend there, so that lowers a little bit the decline, but still the dividend is there. I have added it into the calculation because it came somewhere mid-summer. And then I looked a little bit at the other things. So Intel, 920 shares at 32. I'm sorry I didn't do this video last week, because then I would have sold Intel at a profit of, what was it, above 36. We bought at 26. That's it for the risk or reward of the sector. So I'm selling it now a little bit lower, but I'm a bit of a sleeper when it comes to this YouTube portfolio. Then we have the VanEck miners that I bought here to put it as an educational content on the Ray Dalio all-weather strategy. When it goes up, you trim your position. When it goes down, you add to it, and then you get a yield, you get a profit on that asset that is gold, miners, maybe some small dividends, but I'm too bored to keep doing that, so I'll sell that too. And we had, just as a lighthouse, Berkshire. Berkshire is something that we always follow, so we'll sell that too. We follow it anyway, and now it's far from cheap to invest it. So VanEck gold miners, the strategy there would be, okay, buy here, sell a little bit here, trim, and then buy again, and then depending on a certain volatility of it, and there you make money on an asset that diversifies your portfolio, as Ray Dalio would say. Too boring for me, no value there for me, and then if I don't have the will to do it, it's also not valuable for you. So I will close that too. And the Berkshire position, $112,000. So I'm selling Berkshire, VanEck, Intel, and the new situation now is cash 1,055,000, Rubis shares down. I think I spent 150,000 on them, down 25,000, but okay, the total now is 1,179,000 for the portfolio position, and I have calculated the dividend of Rubis adjusted for dollars, also the stock price here adjusted for dollars, and added it to the cash position. Profit 17% up in a little bit more than a year. The market is up also 8% since we started, but okay, given the investment we done, just maybe a quarter of the money, so if fully invested it would be 4 times the market. Okay, let's update on Rubis, what's going on. I've seen the French market weakening a little bit, so this might be a little bit more volatile. We'll discuss the debt in a second and what this company represents. Just as an update, I'll first go through the business, but there is a dividend. The dividend has been constantly increased over the years. If they can continue this, then it will be a good investment, but also want to learn more about, follow and see how it fits you. What is the company? Energy distribution. They have now invested in solar energy. I didn't like what they did, but okay, they are transforming the business, and they have liquid storage for all the liquids that we consume. 40 countries, good net income, 171 million in the first 6 months of 2023, which leads to a very low P ratio of 7 or something like that. They are growing, investing, dividend. They are in boring businesses, transport, logistics of oil products, Africa, Caribbean mostly, then some in Europe. They now are investing in renewables to be more cool, and they have a joint venture with the equity method. Just the earnings are sharing, the earnings is accounted for in the JV with the storage facilities in Europe. The focus is on Africa and the Caribbean. Only 16% of volumes is from Europe. So this is a business that gives you exposure to, let's say, more exotic investment countries, but those are diversified and therefore it might be an interesting. They are unfortunately investing in solar energy. They want to grow it, keep growing it. I hope they get good contracts and they do things smartly so that they can continue adding to net income. But there is the key issue here, the debt of 1 billion, which is relatively high, even if operating cash flows are also extremely high. This is the same for H2. That's $500 million, that's 25% operating cash flows. The outlook is stability for H2, so we'll see how that goes. There will soon be a update here in November, so we'll see how that goes, and update then after that third quarter update. They expect stability, growth with renewables, slow and steady growth in Africa, a little bit slower in the Caribbean, but a very interesting, boring business, maybe overlooked by the market, with an issue of debt that might be making it more volatile compared to the French market. Now, to show my Google Sheet skills, I have created this. I'll put the link to this in the description below, so that should work, and that should also give you an overview of the portfolio at any time. Now, I have, as I said, sold Amazon, Berkshire, Intel, just to notify there, we bought it close to book value. When it started to flirt with value at 36, it's already more of a bet on chips, on the cyclicality. So when it comes back to 25, wake me up and we'll again start the, let's say, value investment, flirting, just flirting then, below 20, more value. with Intel. Maybe it will get there, maybe not. Let me know if it gets there. Anyway, so I have here Rubis, and now I look at the portfolio. 124,000, so that's what, 10%, little bit more. I would like to increase this, and today we are the 26th of October, so the price now is 20 euros. At that price, the almost 10% dividend yield, let's buy that. The security is Rubis. Quantity, how much do I want to spend? I want to spend, let's say, half of the current position, and then if it goes lower, I'm happy to add more. So let's say 3,000 shares. The price now is 20.04. This is automatically updated by Google, so I'll take that price as fixed price because that's when I'm buying. So yes, thank you, 60,000. I deduct that from the cash. Sorry, let me just put this. There go my skills. Minus this. So I deduct that from the cash and I add here the 3,000 shares. So that should be better than a broker that cancels our YouTube, our demo account whenever they wish so. So now we have a higher position in Rubis. This should be changeable as the price goes up and down, but this should be then fixed. This is now the new portfolio. You can check it anytime, and the total value, no, 183,000. Okay, yes, that is moving around how the stock price goes up. I think when I made the slides, it was a little bit lower because the price was 1990. So portfolio updated. I hope to add here a little bit things over time. I'm doing big research for my research platform that you can check here, and there are some interesting positions that I'll like to deepen more, follow, and I think those will be very interesting also here, also from a risk-reward perspective, but also from an educational perspective. So I'll try to add in the next couple of weeks also some more. This is one European, maybe I have now one European to add, maybe do some US research to keep it entertained, but I think with a few positions it will be much more valuable than 30 diversified just entertainment. That doesn't feel well with me. So I hope you enjoyed this. Check my research platform for more in-depth research. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.